kind of figuring out this new way of life. I was married for 23 years and with that person for 3 years prior. So for a total of 26 years of my life, I have been out of the game of dating, making friends, going out, and stuff like that as a single woman in her 40s. Yeah, I'm 47. So I've raised children. My children are adult children now. And it's kind of interesting because it's so lonely at this stage in life after divorce, especially with older children, because you make all your friends when they're younger, or at least I did. I met my friends mostly through my kids' activities. I was a stay-at-home mom, and I took them to practices. I went to school, all that stuff. Because, I don't talk about that stuff. I don't want her to worry. So last week she says, oh, well, Dad said for Christmas we're going to go to Gatlinburg and be there for the holidays and do Dollywood. That man never once ever went to Gatlinburg or Dollywood ever in his entire life before he met me. That was where my family always went. I'm from Tennessee. That's something we always did. It was a bonding thing. And now that's what he's trying to do. It's like he's taken every single tradition I've ever done and now turned it into his. Everything I've ever done. Now I find myself triggered because during the hardest time of my year last year, of me literally trying to stay alive, me dealing with all the craziness of my ex, the lying, the alienation, him calling me a whore, him having my children call me a whore. Why? Not because I did anything bad, because I wore spaghetti straps and all that. And the only way that he could use my children against me was to say I was on social media. I'm a photographer. I make silly TikToks. Honestly, I'll probably progress more with my TikToks because at first they were just pictures. But the more I was stressed, the more I hid in myself, the more I tried to survive, the more I took refuge in TikToks and finding stuff that, resonated with me. And honestly, it's the way I realized what a covert narcissist was, or how bad my abuse was, or mental abuse, or financial abuse, and all that stuff. Like, literally, TikTok has saved my life in so many ways. Who would think, Mom, we're going to Gatlinburg for Christmas, would trigger me? This man's had at least 3 vacations in the past year to like really nice places with my children. At least 3 that I know of, because he has them lie to me. He has them outright lie to me about so much stuff. So who knows? God knows what they've done. And then the holidays and all that. Now my triggers are, oh, he gets to just go and take my kids to the Notre Dame and Clemson game. I wish I could do that. I can't afford to do that. Why? Because he screwed me. He lied about owning a company. And there's ways to prove it. I'm trying to be happy and show my kids that like life can move on, but the random fucking triggers that have me sitting in a Quick Trip parking lot trying not to cry. Why? Because my ex has so much money. He makes more than $18,000 a month easily, or at least he did. He made almost $1 million the year before we divorced and then lied about it. He has all the money at his fingertips to do whatever he wants, to buy my children, take them on trips, take them on vacations. Why I literally have the bare minimum to pay my bills, on top of trying to restart a career because it was a hobby, because I was a stay-at-home mom. And now I sit here with the triggers. A fucking trigger because he's going to the Clemson Notre Dame game with my kids. I can't just randomly afford that. Hell, I can't even get them all in the same room at the same time. So I sit here and I'm going to get through this trigger. I'm going to suck it up, buttercup.
So let's just be real
here. And move on. But it's not fair. Like, it's not fair. I'm pissed.
Lifestyle that man was able to give you. That's really all it is. Now, on to part 2.
Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking. Kindly subscribe to this beautiful channel. So in today's video, we are talking about this woman who regrets divorcing her husband after 23 years of marriage. So I had to put the video so that you watch, and now I want to share with you my true sense, what I think, why is she regretting, guys, after 23 years? Because 23 years is not easy. So first, let's talk about the emotional bond. After 23 years, you have shared countless memories, experiences, and milestones with your spouse. From raising children to navigating life ups and downs, these shared moments create a deep emotional connection. Ending such a long term relationship can feel like losing a part of yourself. It's not just about losing a partner, but it's also a best friend and confidant. The history you have built together can be hard to let go of, leading to feelings of loneliness. Next, there is the impact on family dynamics. After 23 years, many women have established strong family bonds and routine. Divorce can disrupt these dynamics, especially if the children are involved. Even adult children can feel the impact, leading to strained relationship in the family tension. Imagine having to navigate holidays, birthdays, and other special occasions separately. It can create a sense of fragmentation and loss not for the couple but for the entire family. Financial stability is another significant factor. After 23 years, many couples have built a life together that increases shared finances, assets, and investment. Divorce often means dividing these assets, which can lead to financial strain and security. For many women, this can be a downing prospect, especially if they were not the primary breadwinner. Rebuilding financial independence after such a long time can be challenging. It might involve re entering the workforce, downsizing, or adjusting to a lower standard of living. Then there's the fear of the unknown. After 23 years of becoming unaccustomed to a certain lifestyle and routine, divorce, divorce means stepping into a new chapter of life fulfilled with uncertainty. This can be scary as it requires significant adjustment and adaptations. Starting over can be so starting over can be exhausted and can be also be overwhelming. The fear of being alone, finding new social circles, and navigating single life can lead to second guessing the decision to divorce. Regret can also stem from societal pressures. Many women face judgment or stigma for getting a divorce, especially such a long marriage. This external pressure can contribute to feelings of guilty and doubt about this decision. Another thing is cultural expectations about marriage and divorce can be deeply ingrained, making it difficult to move forward confidently. So, what can you do if you find yourself experiencing a regret after divorce? First, allow yourself to grieve and process your emotions. It's natural to feel a mix of feelings after such a significant life change. Seek support from friends or family or therapists to help navigate this transition. It's also important to focus on self discovery and personal growth. Use this time to explore new interests, hobbies, and passions. Reconnect with yourself and what makes you happy. Remember, it's never too late to create a fulfilling and meaningful life. Regret is a natural part of the human experience, but it does not define your future. Take things one step at a time and give yourself grace as you navigate this new chapter. And the other thing, it's okay to cry. When you cry, you remove everything. So don't blame yourself or something. Just let yourself let you out. Okay, let you cry out. It's also okay because you are taking it out from your chest. It's not going to be within you. And if you find someone to speak to or a therapist, make sure you give chance to assist. You talk about everything and give yourself time to learn, okay, because this is a learning process. I know, and this is a very hard situation, especially if you really loved your partner. And 23 years is not like you can't just waste 23 years just in the toilet. It's so hard. So it takes someone with confidence, and it takes someone who's strong to step out, especially if your partner was toxic, your partner was cheating, and for someone to make such a decision, a big decision, meaning that things which they tolerated, now they're tired of it. So there's no point of, I hear a lot of women, they want to stay in marriages because of the kids, and you can't stay with your toxic partner, someone who beats you every day because you were going to stay because of your kids. You need to protect yourself because people have been killed. Okay, people are dying because of staying with toxic partners. So make sure you protect yourself as a woman, and I know it's not easy, but you can do it. So thank you so much for watching. So if you've been in this milestone, guys, I'll leave your comments and let's talk in the comment section. All I can say is bye bye and take care.